Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. My name is Jade, and this is How to App on iOS. And today, we're going to be taking a look at the amazing
Koala Sampler
and the brand new in-app purchase. Whoa, what's going on there? The new Mixer in-app purchase that makes it better. Right about now. Hello, welcome to the show. I'm Jade. I don't know what buttons I'm pressing this morning. I have no idea. Hope you're doing well. And we're going to be doing some stuff and things, yeah? We're going to be taking a look at Koala today. A little bit of a refresh on how Koala works, why it's so cool, and this new in-app purchase that gives you a mixer option. And oh my Lord, I am being skull by Brad. Thanks, Brad, for the skull free. Welcome along to Award Warriors. If you're a Award Warrior, it is, you get custom emojis in the chat that I try and change every few days, if I remember, and all that jazz. And we do some special shows here and there, hither tither. It's $1 a month. Join if you want. All right, get my head together. Catch up. What's happening? Let me go into some shows that are happening for the rest of this week. What have we got coming up? So tomorrow we are doing this one, Playbeat 3. We're going to take a look at a whole bunch of expansion packs. There's a new free one to look at, and there's a whole bunch that I haven't even covered. So we're just going to go through, I don't know, about 10 expansion packs. Why the hell not? So that'll be tomorrow, taking a look at that. And then we have an interview happening this week with the Son of Snake. So we're going to have Son of Snake on the show, be checking out his tunes, finding out all about where he's from and his heritage and all of that jazz. So hopefully you can join me for that. It is Songtember. How's everyone going with their songs? You're all going okay? I did a bit more work on my song yesterday. I'll do a bit more work today. As I told you guys, I'm not doing any more tutorials or like watch-alongs for my song because I need some privacy for my song. I need some, you know what I mean? I need to be sat in my room and not have anyone watching me do my thing. Plus, I want to have a surprise for people. I feel like when you're doing shows, you know, showing your process and stuff, there's no surprise when the thing comes out. And as you guys know, if you don't know, I'm shooting a video for this next week. So, yeah, all my costumes have arrived, all the masks that I have. I'm really loving this one here. Man, how cool is that mask? Yeah. It's going to look so good. In the video clip, it's going to look wicked. Anyway, so let's Oj over here. Oh, say hello to folks. Chad Freeman, what's going on? Moby Pixel, Andy Cowell, Tremor Bear, Brad Example, of course, Audible Video, our latest moderator. I think, have I got all of you? Let me see. I think I have. Good stuff. I know there's more people watching, so if you're lurking, lurk away. Do your lurk. Do whatever it is you need to do. Pole Vault, what's going on? Greg O'Sullivan, hello to you. Let's Oj over here to the Beat community. Fantabulous place to get information. Why am I singing it? Doesn't make sense. Beatcommunity.com is the website. 4Pockets have updated Stringlab. I'll be doing another show on this soon, where I'm going to go into making sounds and patches and stuff. So keep your eyes open for that. Hello, FPC, Fat Panda Cat. What's going on? And Pookie. Good to see you, Pookie. So Nembrini's Audio Voice DC30 Custom Valve Guitar Amplifier, which I'm pretty sure I've done a show on. I'm pretty sure. Is on sale. 4Pockets have some apps on sale. Clevgrand's got a sale on. Man, it's all happening. It is happening. So, yeah, there's the Voice DC30. It is $10, down from 20. MIDI layers from 4Pockets and Helium are both down to $7 from $9.99. Haze 2, Room Simulator, Panna Natural Panna, Go to EQ, Spin, Reamp. So these are all the Clev Grand apps. Looks like they've put all their apps on sale. Lux, Door Cassette. Oh my God, they've put everything on sale. So that's sweet of them. Borster, Compressor, Bruce Free. So if you've been wanting Bruce Free, one of the premier apps on iOS for removing noise from the background. I mean, you know, if you haven't heard of Bruce Free and you don't have it, it's definitely one of those go-to apps you really need to have just to get rid of some noise. I think most people agree on that. Princess LDG, hello. Sorry, Brad, I shouldn't have done that. I just did a Pete, didn't I? Brad will be cursing into his headphones right now. I did it 3 times. Slammer, Skarka, Ting. Yeah, it looks like all Clev Grand apps are on sale. That's really nice of them, isn't it? But today we're taking a look at Koala Sampler. Now, I'm not going to lie, this thing is kind of like royalty on iOS. You can't really say a bad word about Koala. What do we love about Koala? Why is Koala so popular? Because of its simplicity. It is just simple, and the things that have been added to it over the years make sense, and they've never like interfered in the already simple UI. If in fact every update that's been added to Koala has just made it better and not overcomplicated anything. You may think they're cute, right? But you don't live in Australia, okay? Koalas are the most vile, insipid animals in Australia. They stink of piss, scratch your face out, and they're rancid, and they carry chlamydia. They are horrid creatures, but we got to look after them because they're endangered. You know, so that's a sad truth because they get destroyed in all the fires here. And we had a political party for a long time who just didn't give a shit about our forests. And when we had all the forest fires, they just let all the koalas burn. So we now have practices in place, thankfully, that are looking after our piss-smelling, angry, chlamydia-carrying icons of Australia. Well, that went off on a bit of a tangent, didn't it? All right, so Koala is only $5. Koala Sampler is only $5. And I'm telling you, you will get your $5 worth. Now, it does come with in-app purchases. And we'll take a look at those. Now, let's OJ over here. So I've got another page open here on my Mac. If we scroll, so the in-app purchases now, as I said, they all make a lot of sense, the in-app purchases. So can I do some zooming? Let's do a bit of, here we go. So there's the in-app purchases. So the first one is AUv3. It's at $2 US for the AUv3. So and you want to get it, yeah. You want to use this as an AUv3. It's absolutely worth it. You can use it as an effect. You can use it as an instrument. It's really good. You can use it in Logic and GarageBand and AUM and all those places. The Samurai Edition adds stuff like time stretching and a bunch of stuff. That's $4. And the new one that we're looking at today is the Mixer, which is great. We've got a mixer now in here as well. So as we are on the Mac at the moment, let me show you the iOS version of this works on the Mac. And there's also a Mac version. So you get double your bang on here. So let me just close this. And here is my, this is the iOS version running on the Mac. There you go. So there's my iOS version. And if I go to the App Store over here on my Mac and do a search for Koala, you'll see Koala Sampler. So this is the Mac version here. And then if I go to iPhone and iPad apps. So if you own it on iPhone and iPad, it will work over here on your Mac, and the in-app purchases all work and stuff like that. Pretty decent, huh? Let's just OJ back down here. No, we don't want that one. We want Chrome, because here is the Mac version. So the Mac version's free. Yeah, there you go. Mac version is free to download. Back over to my iPad. Excuse me for a second. Okay, now I don't have any project. I actually do have a project made. So first I'm going to open up as a standalone project. So now you know all the prices. All right, so $5, $2 for in-app purchase, $3 for the Samurai, and what was it? $4 for the new mixer. All right, where is Koala? Let's search. I'm going to open it as a standalone. I did say that, didn't I? And there's the mixer straight away. So let's open a project first. Discard this. Let's go with this one. So back when I did a show on this ages ago, this was one of the first projects I ever made using Koala. And just recording my voice into this, I was able to make... I think I've got a few pages of these. All right, did I make a sequence? Oh, I've got a sequence even. Lots of fun. All right, let's scoot back over here. So we'll quickly go over how everything kind of works, and then we'll jump in and let's just clear this out. Get rid of this. We'll hit New, discard changes. Now you'll notice the background here. This isn't what it normally looks like. So first we'll cover that. Over here in the settings, now you've got a lot of settings as well. So over here we've got, hey Gary Hubs, you've got general settings. So you can turn this one on here, which sets up a sample as a one-shot by default. I normally have that on, so we'll leave that as a one-shot by default. Hold to record, so you hold down on the little pad to record. You can choose if you want to count in before you play. Pitch knob, snap to semitones, so you can make your pitch snap to semitones. Enable audio share, so it's good to do this before you start running it, go into the settings. Warn before delete samples and sequences. Yes, do that because you don't want to delete things like that. So the next tab is the audio, and here is input, so USB. I have something plugged in, so I can choose. So left would be my my input 1 of my interface, and right would be input 2. Turn on background audio, inter-app audio sync, yes. Pocket operator cut sync, sync out, sorry. Metronome volume, so you can change that. The next section is MIDI. So you can control, enable MIDI velocities, MIDI mapping, MIDI channels. Everything's in here. You've got Ableton Link. You can connect a Bluetooth keyboard if you want. So many cool options in here. We can scroll down a little bit. You can set to an external clock. Extras. You can show EQ, show mute and solo. Let's just turn these on. Show file names on pads if you want. Show debug information. Advanced quantization options. We'll turn those on. And you'll notice you can add a background as well. So let's remove this background. And this is what it looks like, the proper app. Hey, Ed Zielinski. So this is what the app normally looks like. But what's cool, you can add your own images, which is great. And I'm going to add a new image here. So we'll go to favorites and add one of my favorite ones. And boom, you could even go into like Photoshop or whatever photo editing thing you make, and you could make an image that works around the UI. I've seen lots of people do that, which is really sweet. Even there's effects you can add to your image. So I can add like a glitch effect. So it's just going to randomly glitch out, which is nice. You can change the frequency of it. So it's constantly glitching out, the amount that it glitches. Kind of cool if you're going to shoot a video, like do a screen record, and you could put in a photo and make that glitch out. So heaps of effects. You've got like rings, blinds, kaleidelic, Huey, mirror, scroll. So yeah, some little fancy effects you can add to that as well. Let's back up here to our settings. Boom, extras. So that's pretty much it. You can change your bit depth from 16 to 24. So it's 24-bit recording. Really cool. And let's stay over here for a second. So you've got a help screen, a little help thing that you can get more information. You can import video. So it'll take the audio from the video and rip it apart and bring that in as a sample. You can import audio. You can export your file, resample, record a song. So if you've got a song in here, you can record it, save, load, and new. They are the options you'll find in here. Okay, let's start off by recording just something in here and showing you how that works quickly. So you'll see the little headphone thing here. If I turn that on, that is going to allow me, I do believe, to connect my microphone over here. Hello? Oh, is it? Ah, I've got to go here. Record from mic. We should be good. Make sure I've got the right. I've got to go over here and change this to input 2, I think. Hello. There we go. Hello, 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 hello. So we have sound coming through here now. Boom, boom, boom. And I can just hold down on any one of these and I can record in. Yeah, 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 yeah. And let go. And there's your sample. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah? Hey, what day? Bum, ba-dum, hit don't, I don't know, I don't know, don't. And just like that, we have don't. Wicked. Pretty easy, yeah? And you get 4 pages of these. So B, C, and D. And you can just load this up. You can bring in your own samples if you want as well. So that's possible to do. So if I click over here where this mic button is, you get a drop down and say import file. And if I click on this, it's going to take me to audio share because I turned on audio share. And then I can just find any kind of file I want. Let's just grab I can't grab any of those because they're songs of people that nobody's heard yet. Wee. Here we go. Let's just grab this. It's MIDI. That's not going to work. Let's see what I can find quickly. You can also drag files in as well. I want to find a, there we go. We've got a tom. What is this? You are never seen such a rush. It's Tom Araya. That's not I thought it was a drum tom. It's actually Tom Araya from Slayer. Man, I should have this organized, shouldn't I? But I don't. What's this? Some brass. Let's just import that because that's a really long file. So yeah, we've imported that file now, and you'll see that's like if I press that down, that's not going to do anything because it's too long. Well, if you double click on a file, I do believe, no, sorry, we can edit this down. So you hold on the file and then hit edit over here, and now we can go in and you can drag from the ends and manipulate this sample. So now Pretty cool, huh? I can even go in further. I can zoom in by pinching here. And we can just take a small section of this. So now when I hit the button, pretty nice, huh? You've also got other options here. You can reverse. So I can now go in reverse. We can take off the one shot. Still in reverse. We can hit loop. So as long as I hold my finger down, it's going to loop. You've also can ping pong, so it goes back and forward. Pretty nice stuff, hey? You've got a loop point, so I can set a loop point where I want it to start looping from. And you can crossfade, so really, really good stuff. You've also got an attack and release, so I can turn up the attack and make it more like a pad. So it fades in. Let's just stretch this out. And then I can add a release on here to give it like a nice little ring. I can change the tone. So low tone there. Let's take this release and attack off. So you can really get in here, and all you need to do is double tap to reset anything. You've got a volume. Yeah. You can also change the pitch. And you can go down a whole up a whole octave and down a whole octave. You can pan. So you start to see the power of this thing and just how easy it is to use. So this can be found all in this little edit scene. So all you need to do is go in here, click the actual file. Oops, we don't want to do that. Come back. Click the file you want and then hit edit, and you get all these options up here. So this is where you'll find one of the in-app purchases, which is the Samurai. And you'll see up here, the first time you check on it and hit stretch, it'll take you to a screen asking you if you would like to make the in-app purchase. And then you can buy it, and then you'll get access to be able to do all the stretching and stuff. And look at this, I can now stretch this. And I can decide how far I want to stretch it, how many, I can do like a bar, I can stretch it to 16 bars. You've got all these options. So there's this retro, these are all like algorithms here. Let's go full screen. So this one's like a repeating one. The repitch is pretty crazy. You can preview it. So that's one of the things you get with the Samurai Bizzo. Plus, you get a whole bunch of other tools in here as well. On the end, we've got all these tools like label, crop, normalize, trim and silence, auto chop, split stems. So this split stems one is interesting. If you want to, you can also, with Koala, split a song up. So let me show you that quickly. Get out of here. I'm just going to grab a song here that has, try and find one that has lyrics. Now, it's not perfect, but, I mean, it's pretty damn good for what. Let's see what we can do here. Turn around. This one might be working okay. No, turn around. Here we go. So this is already a pretty poorly mixed MP3, but that's fine. Let's do that. So I'm going to load this file in. So we've got drums, guitar. I'm pretty sure it's got vocals on it. We'll see. It doesn't. So I'm going to delete this. How do you delete something? If you just grab it and move, if you lift anything up, you'll see a little bin up here and you can just delete like that. So let's go and find the one that actually has lyrics. Because we want to have some, we've got Grown Ass Man here by Pete. All right, let's do this. All right, we'll load this Pete Johns song. I don't think you can if you once you delete something.
Never one for going hard. Never had a fear of missing out.
There is an undo somewhere, but I don't think you can if you've done that. So here's Pete's song. Here's the whole song here. Now, if you come over here to Tools, you'll see this split stems. Now, the first time you click this, a little pop-up box will come up saying, this needs to download. Are you okay to download this? It's a very small file. It downloads it, and once it's downloaded, you'll be able to do this. So if we click split stems, it gives you this little section here, and you can split up all the parts. You can remove the vocals and then hit merge, so it'll make one file of just the drums, bass, and other. Or you can turn this off and just do a split of all the parts. Whatever you unselect will be missing. And now if I hit split, we'll let it do its thing. And what it's going to do is it's going to create 4 new boxes here with all the parts all split up. Because there's a lot of apps that do this. Now, it's not perfect. None of these apps are perfect. So don't, get too worked up about it. But if you're in a pinch and you just need to remove a part, hey, it'll do its thing. So it doesn't take too long. Obviously, it depends on how long the song is that you are splitting. Say it was just bass and drums. You just want. So there we go. Now we've got all the vocals here, all the drums. Some. We've got the drums. Pretty good. Got the vocals.
Never one for going hard. Never had a fear of missing out.
And then we got this, all the rest. Now, I haven't tried this, so this might be interesting, but you can stack samples on top of each other. Let's see how this goes. This might fail miserably. So I'm going to grab this and drag it on top of this one. And when you do this, it comes up with add to end, mix, or swap. So you can swap the two beside each other. Hi, Jenny. You can add it to the end or mix. So let's do mix. All right. So let's try adding the drums back now. And we'll do mix. And let's see if it recreates this. All right. So now we'll add the vocals back and hit mix. What do you know? Look at that. That's pretty cool.
Never one for going hard.
Perfect.
Never had a fear of missing out. Never happy in a crowd.
So that is the split stems. Pretty damn cool to be able to and you can do this with anything. You can add anything on top of anything. And what's really ace as well is, say I want to drag this over onto this drum track. Okay. Yeah, once you delete a sample, there's no undelete. Absolutely. But I can change the volume of this, and I can change the pitch of this before I move it, right? So I can take this now, drag it over here onto these drums, and mix it. Right? So you can go and do all of that too. So when you add something, you can actually change the pitch and change the panning. So you could take two parts that are panned differently and then drop a file on top of another one. So I could do that with this. Let's take this bass track here, put the panning over here. Let's put these vocals with the panning over here. Then drag the vocals onto this bass, mix it together. And now when I play this back, we've got vocals on one side and bass on the other. It's pretty neat.
Never had a fear of missing out.
So you can do this with all your samples as well, yeah?
In a crowd. And I know I'm not the only one. I'm a grown-ass man. Please take me home.
Okay, so you've got mute and solo down here as well. Let's stop this and let's get out of the standalone version. I'm just going to clear all this stuff out. We don't need it. Discard. Like crazy wabbit. And now I'm going to open it as an AUv3, maybe. We're getting to the mixer, folks. We'll end with the mixer today. So here we are in AUM. You can open this two different ways. You can open it as an instrument, so just search Koala, or you can open it as an effect. Why would you add it as an effect, you ask? Well, you add it as an effect so you can record something in. So let me show you. So as an effect here, we open it up. Here it is as an effect. Now, I can now go in here, choose a microphone if I want, or I can choose any other instrument. So I can choose a piano, grab Piano Tech, connect my keyboard, like so. And now, over here, I can record here into Koala. And what I need to do is turn on monitoring. So these headphones turn on monitoring. So now, so if I hold down and record, there is our piano. Pretty neat. So what can I do from here? Well, there's so much I can do just with that one sample. I can edit it, so I can change the length of it, can go in and edit it if I want. That's all easy to do. I can drag it into the next window and change the pitch up 3 semitones. So when I play it, I'll just make these one shots. And I can drag it again into the next one, and we can change the pitch again, maybe go 5 semitones. Pretty damn neat. So from one sound, and I don't need this piano anymore. I could delete this, come in now, grab a bass. We could just grab King of Bass in here, connect the keyboard. This is how quickly you can build something. Let's just grab a decent sound. Where are we? We'll do a search. What do we got? That'll do. Now we can just load this sound in. So I can hold down record. Show you again. Hold down record. There's our sound. We can move this across 3 if we want. Move another one across. Go down 3. I really should have one shots selected for all these. Boom, done. Okay. Okay, we want to add some drums now. So let's go, we'll load up Digisticks from 4 pockets. We'll connect the keyboard again. Wicked. So now I can go in here and record kick, snare. And now we have a quick palette of stuff ready to go. Super easy, huh? So we're going to move over to our next section here. So this is, we've all been just in the sample section so far. Now all of these have effects. You've got a bunch of effects here you can add as well, which is nice. I've done already a full-on tutorial on this. Here is our sequencer. So with our sequencer, I can hit play, turn on our metronome, and then with all these sounds here, I can start recording something in. All I need to do is touch the record. That's how easy it is to record something. Turn off record, stop. And then once you've recorded something here into the sequence, you can double tap and here is your sequence. Not only can you go in there, just record all this, you can go in and select by holding down, selecting parts you might want to move. You can move them up and down. You can delete them, stretch them. You've got a quantize here, so you can snap to grid. You've even got a snap to end here, so you can make this however the length you want instead of snapping per square there. So that's really nice. You can go into the velocities and change the velocities in here as well, just by going up and down. You can undo, redo. It's pretty wicked. Plus, if you go in here, you can go in and actually change the notes of this. So I can drag these and change the notes in here as well. So let's come out here and play this. So we're getting a different sound now because I went in and changed this. Go there. So you can do all that too with your sounds. Let's add some more to this sequence because we've got these other notes. Hit record. Really easy. So super simple to record stuff. You can drag a sequence over into another window like so, and you can delete by dragging up if you don't want it. You can go in to the options by double clicking. You can change the bars. You can double it up. So it's now 2 bars. You can double it up again. Now it's 4 bars when we come out of here and hit play. You can see now it's 4 bars instead. You can also do that from here as well. And much like your sample palette down here, and you've got 4 pages, you have the same with your sequencer. So 4 pages of sequences, which is fabulous, absolutely fabulous. You can change your BPM, all that kind of stuff. You've got a keyboard you can add as well. So I just clicked on the keyboard here, and now so that bass sample now has a keyboard pad setup. Plus, you can go in here and change this from a grid to an actual keyboard. You can unlock it, move it along the octaves. You've got chromatic, pentatonic. So normal keyboard, you've got minor, so you can't play any bad notes, diminished. It's pretty damn good. I can't talk enough good about this app, or you can just go back. So that was just using this little keyboard thingy here. Here's where your samples are. So you can add a location to import samples. So this is your iCloud. You can hit location to bring in samples if you like directly into your pads here. And I just did that by clicking down here on samples. Sweet. There's some basic stuff in here that you can bring in. So some basic cymbals, hats, kicks that you get with this. Oops. Let's go back here. Which is nice. Snares. And these don't take up much room. They're FLAC files, so lots of good stuff in there to play around with. This app is just so good. It just is the best. What else was I going to show you from here? We have a performance screen. So if we hit play on this and you've got some effects in here, like, so these are live performance effects. A bit crusher. Filter, we got a gate. There's a reverb, ring modulator, a comb, pitch, reverse. It's pretty damn cool. All right, let's talk about the mixer, shall we? Let's get in and have a look at this mixer here. So to access the mixer and to get offered to buy the in-app purchase, or you will see on this performance page. So we've got our 3 pages up the top. On the performance page, the mixer is down the bottom. The first time you click it, it will come up and ask you to make the payment to buy the in-app purchase. Once you've purchased it, then you'll get this screen here. This is your new mixer. And I'm going to create a new, we'll discard this and bring in some samples I already have. Let's see, we'll bring in these drums. So these are from Mobile Music Pro. All right, so I want to record a sequence with this. So let's do that. We're going to head over here. We'll hit play. Get our metronome on. Hit record. Do. Where's the cymbal? Okay, that'll do. Now we can go and edit this. I think I put in a bodgy note there. Okay, so we've made just a simple, this. I'm not trying to make anything spectacular today. We've got a kick, a hi-hat, a snare, and a crash. Now, let's head over to our mixer, and we want to send all of these samples to each of these tracks, and then we'll have our own little mixer here. So over to the samples. First, I'm going to click on this kick and hit edit. There's our kick. Boom. All right, so from here, you'll see there's two tabs over the side, sample and mix. If I click the mix, we get, not only do we get the option to be able to separate these, but we get a nice little graph here for our EQ. And we've got enabled, reset, and main. So here is where I can choose where to send this kick. So we're going to send it to bus A. Then we're going to hit the snare, send this to bus B. What else do we have? We had this thing. We're going to send this to bus C and this one. So I just clicked on each of them. And now when I hit play, do I send one to the same place? Oh, it's this symbol. That's smart. There we go. Let's back over to our perform. So there's our crash, our hat, snare, and an overall level. Nice! But it gets better because we have we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 slots for each of these. We've got a solo and mute. So let's solo this kick. And in each of these, we have a whole bunch of effects. Wicked. We've got a compressor. And everything looks really neat. Super easy to use. Compressor. Change our threshold. You've got a graph view as well, which is, perfect. Really good. Attack, release, change your attack, all that stuff. You can turn it off up here, turn it back on. You got makeup gain. Let's check out something else. So we've got, to get rid of them, you just swipe, or just drag up to your bin. We've got an over, we've got a drive. We've got a chorus EQ, so we've got a nice little EQ here. We can add to. We've got a filter. So there's your low pass. There's an LFO. Change your waveform. Pretty neat. It's wicked. Oops, we'll get rid of that. There's an auto pan. So this is nice. And this has got like an LFO down here as well. So you can control how this works. The speed of it. If you wanted stereo. Neat. Now, if you hold down too, you get this little button that pops up to turn it off as well. We'll drag this up. What else have I missed? We've got a bit cooker. It's neat, man. You've done a great job. All these effects, and what is this, like $3.99? So it's nothing. To add this in, we've got a delay. You can change the frequency. What else? We have a flanger. I love all the artwork, all the graphics as well. They're super neat. So we've got a stereo button down the bottom. Got a reverb. Nice big size. Change the tone. Stereo. Look at them all. There's even more, hey? Tape delay. Phaser. We've got a pitch shifter. We've got a side chain here as well. So we can put a side chain on this. And then you can choose where you want the side chain to go. So you send this to bus B, to the snare. We'll just get rid of these. So you can side chain to anything you like. Sick. There's a utility here. So this is got a bunch of things. So left, right, mono, gain. You can flip the phase. It's really super decent. What else do we have? We've got a phaser. Just got some meters as well. The spectrum analyzer, scope. You can zoom in on these as well. Zoom right in, zoom right out. I think that's everything. So you got a mic gain as well. Let's get rid of that for when you're using, if there's record, so you can record in there. There's a limiter. So you can see what it's doing. It's super neat. And you can change between your effects live, back between your mixer. Pretty damn cool, huh? Super stuff. Like, for what was the price? I can't remember again. I did say it before. $3.99 or something like that. Is that what it was? For $4.99 for the mixer, $5.99 for the overall app, $1.99 for in-app for the AUv3, $3.99 for the Samurai Edition, and the mixer is $4.99, which just is a super, super welcome addition to this wonderful, already cool app. And remember too, so you can do, we've got this loaded as an effect at the moment too, yeah? So I could also, let's just delete this. You can also load this up as, say, just an instrument. And now that we've got this, let's load in some drums. Load a project of drums. I think I've got a few in here. Try this one. Okay, now I'm going to just bounce in another few tracks because you've got multi-out. You've got up to 8 multi-outs, I do believe. Just here in AUM, so you can do this in Logic as well. And to use that, oh, sorry, I've got to load it as an effect, don't I? Yes, got to load it as an effect. So we'll try that again. I think you got to load it as an effect. Memory is not the best today. Load, what was it, this one? Sweet. So I can go in here now and choose multi-bus instance and just keep doing this. And I'm separating all these tracks. So now in AUM, I can separate all these drum hits across multiple tracks. And to do that, it's virtually the same way you set up the mixer. Go into your edit screen, change to mix, but instead of, so make sure we're selected the kick. Instead of using bus A, B, C, and D and main, which is the mixer built into Koala, here are your outs. So as I said, you got 8 outs. So we can send that to, actually, keep that there. We'll do the snare, send that to 2. We'll send this to 3. We'll send this to 4, just to give you an idea. And now if I record something into a sequence, all right, let's go and edit that. What did I put in there that I didn't want to? It was these two, I think. And I'm going to, so now I don't have to change the volumes or anything because these are all split. And now I can add my own effects in here, whatever I want to do. So really easy to do multi-outs as well using Koala. I mean, Koala is sick. There's no two ways about it. There's a reason why it's one of the most respected apps, why so many people love it. As I said in the beginning of the show, it's just had a very simple foundation from the beginning, and it's never been overcomplicated, and all of the in-app purchases that have been updated make sense. They don't interfere in the UI at all. In fact, there's nothing that's hidden too much, and you don't have to like menu dive too much. It's just very simple, and it's very pleasing because you can customize it to look how you want. I can't recommend this app enough. I can't recommend the new Mixer enough because it's great. Perfect for live performances, perfect for adding into a project. I mean, you know, one of the projects I did the other day on the show, just to show you sessions. Which one was it? I think it was for, what show did I do? I can tell you in a sec. It was for, it was String Labs, I think. So let me find the String Labs. There it is, String Labs demo. So this is my String Labs demo I opened up the show with, and if you have a look when I play it, I'm running a Koala in here, which already had the mixer set up, samples. So when I bring it into the mix, so of course you could do something like that with any DAW, really. All right, that is Koala. That is my kind of fresh of Koala, the Mix in-app purchase, and just a refresh of how it kind of works. I'm going to get out of here for the day because Star Wars Ahsoka starts really soon, and I'm going to go and watch that with my friend Brad and Leela, maybe. So, today's featured artist on the show has just dropped his brand new song, Timber track, and that is Jamie Melander and Replicant Hunter. It's just been released on all the streaming services. There's a pinned comment at the top of the chat. You just click it, go support Jamie, go download the song, go get on streaming, go buy it, go and support him because he's a great artist and a great YouTuber himself. This is his song, Timber song, Replicant Hunter. I am out of here for the day. Tomorrow we're taking a look at an app again I can't even think of. I said at the start, it is Playbeat we're looking at tomorrow and all of the expansion packs. Good deal. Boom. Remember, do the things that make you happy. Mistakes make you better and we'll all rise together. This is Jamie Melander and Replicant Hunter.
together. 'Cause you make me shine better, and we'll all rise together.